Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name's Don, I'll be your host for today's video and let's jump straight into the video. Now, first things first, I want to chat a little bit about the prices because the past week that we have been in crypto hasn't been the most enjoyable, shall we say, because, well, the prices have been a bit stagnant. They have been a little bit red, and it's not what we're used to because the past 3 weeks we have been, 3 months, should I say, we have been nothing but up only. So I do want to chat first of all about the prices, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to chat a little bit about the mindset of crypto and what it does to your mindset in terms of price action each day, long term versus short term, and a little bit of my experience of being involved in crypto. Now, I've been involved in crypto since 2017. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows, and that's just on pretty much the same day. But yeah, I've seen it all. I've seen prices go up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's messed with my emotions over the past few years, but I've also managed to learn a lot from it and control the emotions when it comes to kind of just what we're experiencing now, where it's a bit boring, should I say, and we are missing the green action every single day. So stick around to the end of the video and I will get into that in a little bit more detail. But first of all, the prices, the current prices. Now, we are on CoinMarketCap looking at the top 10 just to give an example, but Bitcoin's currently sitting at 27,300, Ethereum is 1,800, and BNB up at $330, XRP 45 cents, Cardano 38 cents almost, Dogecoin at 0.78, then Polygon Matic at 96 cents, and then lastly Solana sitting at $20. So quick rundown on the prices. As you can see on your screen, literally nothing has really moved the past hour, the past 24 hours. We're pretty much flat. The past 7 days, however, we are almost down about 10+% on most of the top 10, which again we have covered throughout the week last week when Deck was talking about the prices. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly kind of update you on the prices and let you know where things are sitting this morning. Again, bit of a boring day, or a bit of a boring start to the week, shall we say, being that it is Tuesday already. There's not much really happening. So yeah, that's the prices out the way. Let's crack on to the news. I do have some interesting news, which you may have seen from the title of this video, that Coinbase has filed and are looking to sue the SEC. A bit of a reverse Uno card, you may say. So the article here then, Coinbase files court action to compel the SEC's response to rule-making petition. Coinbase is looking to force the SEC to respond to its petition seeking rules for the crypto industry, a request that has been pending since July of 2022. So it's just funny to see this because normally the shoe is on the other foot. And normally it's the SEC that is coming after crypto exchanges or crypto projects. So interesting to see that Coinbase have flipped the switch, as Brad Garlinghouse would say, and are looking to sue the SEC. So yeah, interesting turn of events here. Now, like I said, Coinbase has filed an action in the United States federal court seeking to compel the country's securities regulator to provide a yes or no response to a petition that the exchange has been pending since July, as I've already mentioned. The petition requested the Securities and Exchange Commission to propose and adopt clearer regulatory guidelines for the cryptocurrency industry in the US. Now, this seems pretty obvious. Everyone wants to know what the SEC are thinking because they keep going after all these crypto projects. Gary Gensler famously is going after every single project under the sun, and doesn't really give much of a reason why. And we just want a bit of clarity. We're not asking for much, but the SEC really don't want to give us that. Well, I say us, in UK and Europe, we're fine. We have a lot of clarity that we need. America, unfortunately, don't. They're a bit of a mess at the moment, which shouldn't mean too much to you or I if you're watching this from the UK, but if you are watching it from the United States, I know a lot of our audience is from the United States, then it's a bit of an issue for the US viewers and customers, but it's not so much an issue for the UK customers. But the bigger picture of that is the US holds such a large portion of crypto investors, and it makes up a great deal of the crypto investors in the space. So if there's issues going on in crypto within the US, we tend to feel the effects of that in the UK, unfortunately, because, well, crypto is a global traded platform. We use it all over the world, not just in the UK. So what happens in other countries like the US does actually affect us, and it does matter a little bit. And it's why we focus a lot of our attention on what's going on in the US, as much as we are currently UK based, keyword currently. But yeah, it's important to kind of look over these articles and find out and keep up to date with what's going on in crypto as a whole, rather than just what's going on in your own country. So in the petition then, the exchange asked the financial regulator to answer a total of 50 specific questions concerning the regulatory treatment of certain digital assets. The questions are broad in scope and range, including asking the SEC to provide clarification about how it goes about classifying tokens as securities, because they don't tell us, they just say that it's a security and that's it. We're supposed to just accept that. But yeah, we're obviously not wanting to just accept that, because that's not a good enough reason. Now, accompanying the action was a blog post penned by Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal, which I'm going to cover his tweet in just a second. In fact, let's just jump into it right now. Actually, it's probably much easier to help follow the story. So Paul Grewal, then the Coinbase Chief Legal Officer, tweeted this. So today we filed a narrow action in the US Circuit Court to compel the SEC to respond to a yes or no to the rulemaking petition we filed with them last July, asking them to provide blah, blah, blah. I've already covered that. The SEC is required by law to respond to petitions within a reasonable time, but they have not yet responded to our petition from last July, which was why we have filed our action in court today. This is like just total typical government body or government company or whatever you want to call them. It's just absolute typical, because they think that, oh no, we're part of the government, we can pretty much do what we want. You can't tell us that it's legal, that we need to respond. We tell you what we need to do. So yeah, unfortunately, it's just typical government behaviour. The SEC is obviously a governing body, so they can essentially, well, they act like they essentially can do what they want, but yeah, clearly Coinbase aren't happy with that and they are coming after them. But yeah, just that part there, like, it's literally a legal requirement for everybody in the space to get back to these petitions within a set period, and they just haven't bothered in almost 12 months, which is, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's obvious that there's a lack of... Oh, didn't mean to click that. It's obvious that there's a lack of clarity among our regulators regarding crypto, as even the chair of the SEC has declined to say which crypto assets are a security. Now, I won't play this video because it's quite long, but hopefully you would have seen the clip of Gary Gensler being hounded by quite a lot of people in the room. But this particular one, when he was asked, like, what crypto is a security? Is Ethereum a security? You've spoken about it before, blah, blah, blah. And Gary Gensler just, like, he done well, to be fair, in terms of how he defended and didn't answer the question. It was a very political way of acting. But yeah, so he did well in terms of that, but also he couldn't give an answer. He couldn't say yes or no, or even any type of in detail information to why they call them securities, or is Ethereum a security, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch that clip. Paul Grewal obviously retweeted it, but Unusual Whales have posted it. It's a 4-minute clip, pretty funny, quite annoying as well, actually, just the way he dodges the question. But yeah, go check it out if you haven't already. The crypto industry then, and its users need clear laws and rules to follow that are built for a new technology. Enforcement actions based in inapplicable securities law are not an answer, or aren't an answer. So yeah, so like I said, it's big news in the in the fact that Coinbase are now suing the SEC for this. I'm sure also, I think it's like BlackRock or someone else. There's another company, a big company suing the SEC as well. And then obviously Ripple and the SEC have a bit of a kind of ongoing battle, which is 2.5 years old. So yeah, it's nothing we haven't seen before. It's nothing we haven't spoken about before in terms of how the SEC move, because they are a government kind of body. They kind of abide to the kind of the own rules that they decide on. Like, they set rules out for everyone else and really for themselves, but they don't abide to them. And yeah, we've spoken about that so many times. Like, there's not a lot we can do other than sit back, relax, and hope that something comes out of the US for clarity. But yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. And I actually just seen that when I was scrolling that XRP Crypto Wolf says Coinbase should relist XRP. They most definitely should, and they will. That's the thing. They definitely will. Obviously, Coinbase is like the largest exchange. It's the biggest in the US. It's the big brand name. I personally would avoid it. I wouldn't use Coinbase. I did use it back at the very start of my journey because it was the big brand name. It was the easy option, but I swiftly moved away from Coinbase within a few months. I think within like 9 months, or maybe it was a little bit longer than that. Give it a year. My first year in crypto, I spent in Coinbase, and then I moved elsewhere, and now I primarily use SwissBorg, as most of you know. That is my main kind of exchange. They have big things coming up. Our CG Pro Discord members will know that. We've done a recent podcast on the updates from SwissBorg and why we're still so bullish on the project. So yeah, if you're not a CG Pro member, then please consider it. It's a place where we share our crypto thoughts, our education-based kind of platform, our 2,000 plus members, active chat room, and it's where we directly speak to all of our members. You would have seen a few videos on the channel recently. We know Deck posted one on Sunday talking about how he made $8,000 in a short period of time. I think it was a couple of weeks or a month or so, and we posted that directly to our members, and a lot of our members profited from that as well. So yeah, it literally pays to be part of our community. But go check that out. Check out the podcast on SwissBorg, and if you don't have a SwissBorg account or any accounts that we use, you'll find them in today's description. Now, moving swiftly back on to the news, I got sidetracked there, but KuCoin. So you would have seen recently that KuCoin's Twitter account was compromised, it was hacked, whatever you want to call it, and there was a bit of an issue with users' funds and people sending money when they shouldn't have and stuff. I believe it was only for like an hour or something. I don't think it was a long time, but yeah, this article kind of just covers that, and there's been a lot of news or a lot of FUD about KuCoin recently, which we have addressed to our members and let them know that all is fine. But yeah, there has been a little bit of FUD being spread, and that's fear, uncertainty and doubt about KuCoin. But yeah, we still use it. We still hold assets on there. We love the KuCoin platform. But yeah, so headline then, KuCoin to reimburse victims of the short-lived Twitter account hack. The crypto exchange announced that it will fully reimburse all the verified asset losses from the fake giveaway promotion. So the official account of crypto exchange KuCoin has recently been compromised and leading to users losing their funds to a fake giveaway event. The crypto platform promised to reimburse. Now, it says here then the KuCoin handle was compromised for about 45 minutes. So there we go. I said it was about an hour. So 45 minutes, and fake activity was posted and unfortunately led to asset losses for several users. KuCoin will fully reimburse, blah, blah, blah. Said that too many times already. In the announcement, KuCoin confirmed that its Twitter was compromised. I feel like these articles, now I pre-read all of these articles and I just kind of read through the whole thing, and I sometimes repeat myself because it triggers me to then go off on a bit of a rant. But I think Deck actually mentioned this in a recent Coffee&Crypto, where a lot of these articles are just written by some random media person who doesn't really know a whole lot about crypto. They're just a media writer, or probably by now most of this is probably written by AI. They're probably using ChatGPT to write most of these blog posts, but yeah, you'll find that I will repeat myself a lot of the times, and don't think that I'm losing my mind. It's just that I try and cover most of it, and what they tend to do within these articles is repeat themselves, but also add in new bits of information, and I think it's just to beef the article out a little bit. So please forgive me if I do repeat myself a few times. When I do get chatting, I just I go off on one. But essentially, without getting into much more of the article, because it's going to repeat itself, it repeats itself again further down, which again, it's ridiculous. But essentially with these, the reason I'm covering this, right, is the hack, the compromisation, the whatever it may be, the fake giveaway and stuff is something that's close to our kind of our Instagram channels and our Twitter channels, that you get a lot of fake profiles. That's kind of the main reason I'm bringing this up, is the fake profiles, the fake giveaways, the fake DMs. Like in crypto, unfortunately, you get so many of these throughout the day, throughout the week, whatever it may be. And in one sense, what I do see a lot of people saying is like, if you're dumb enough to fall for these scams, then you deserve to lose your crypto. Now, I feel like that's quite a harsh way of putting it, as much as I may agree with it sometimes. I have seen some of these hackers and these DMs, and they do look fairly legit. But yeah, the biggest thing I can say is never take what someone's saying to you in a DM is gospel. Or at least think about it a little bit before you start handing over your crypto or sending money or whatever it may be. 9 times out of 10, or 9.5 times out of 10, no one is going to email you, DM you, whatever it may be, follow you and say, oh, here, by the way, I can give you 10 Bitcoin if you send me 1 Bitcoin because of my automatic trading platform. Like, it's not going to be a thing. No one in this world is here to give you free stuff, especially free crypto, because we all know the power of crypto in sense of the prices. Why would someone give you 9 Bitcoin profit for sending them 1 Bitcoin? Like, think about it logically. Like, it's never going to happen. Even if someone says, send me an ETH and I'll send you 2 ETH back. No, just keep your ETH in your wallet. If you want to make money with your ETH, stake it. Go on SwissBorg or go on one of these earn apps and stake your Ethereum or stake your crypto and make it the legit way. Yes, you won't make double the investment overnight because of this trading bot that this person's offering you, but let's be real, it's not going to happen. So I'm here to maybe shatter a few dreams, that you have to work hard in crypto, you have to commit a lot of time in crypto if you really want to make money from crypto, and you also need to use that same crypto to invest it, or reinvest it, should I say, stake it, whether you're trading it, spot trading it, leverage trading it, whatever it may be, which we can help you do, by the way. CG Pro, check it out, we can help you trade. But if you are looking to do any of that, you have to work hard and you have to commit and do it yourself. No one's going to do it for you. So yeah, anyway, moral of the story is, do not get scammed. Do not think that a giveaway, unless it's a CG Pro giveaway or it's a giveaway that we offer on the channel of $500 or $1,000, or we're giving a MacBook away, whatever it may be, you know it's legit because we come on live stream, we are a credible brand, people know us, we've been here for 3+ years. Unless it's one of us doing a giveaway, just stay away. Just honestly, it's not worth it. It's not worth you losing your crypto just because you're essentially gambling to try and get double the crypto back from some random fake profile. Anyway, rant over. Hope that helps. It was a bit of a rant, but I feel so passionate about it because we get so many fake profiles every day, pretty much, and people DM us, is this you? Is this you? Well, no, obviously it's not us because they're following you. We don't follow anyone to show that. That's the reason we don't follow people, by the way, in case you're wondering. It's because we don't want these scammers to then be able to replicate what we're doing. Crypto Glasgow, the Instagram page, will never follow you. The Twitter, I think the Twitter follows a couple of members, and that's because they're either Discord moderators or whatever it may be, so they're linked to us. We don't just follow random people and then DM them offering them anything. So yeah, anyway, stay safe out there. It's a dangerous place when it comes to DMs. There's a lot of scams out there, and even you'll see here, KuCoin, a massive exchange, some of their followers fell for it as well, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm here to tell you that you have to work for it if you want to make money in crypto. Okay, let me try and get a sip of my coffee before I crack on after that rant about scamming. Okay, so the last piece of news, quick news, I'm not going to go into much of an article here, just a tweet, is this guy, is it Kai, I think that's how you pronounce it, Kai Sheffield, who's the head of crypto at Visa. So we all know Visa, massive card provider, one of the largest, if not the largest, alongside MasterCard. They're big on crypto, we've covered that many, many times in the past, but he recently tweeted, "We have ambitious crypto product roadmap, Visa and just at Visa, and just opened a few requests for senior software engineers to help us drive mainstream adoption of public blockchain networks and stablecoin payments." So, again, massive news coming from a company that is not a crypto company. It's Visa, the leading provider of your debit cards, credit cards, processing of funds, and that's huge news. Like, people need to realise that one tweet is huge. It's not anything new in terms of Visa being in crypto. It's not new news. It's been out for a couple of years, but it's massive because they're actively in technically a bear market. They're actively seeking new software engineers to drive mainstream adoption, is what they're saying. And they're claiming that they have an ambitious crypto roadmap. Like, that is some big bullish words in a small tweet. So yeah, if you're still sleeping on crypto and you're not buying crypto and you're not being involved in crypto, then give yourself a shake and realise that even the big players like Visa, you think you're better than companies like Visa, you think that crypto's a scam, that crypto's not that good, you shouldn't invest in crypto, but companies like Visa, multi-billion-dollar companies, are going all in on crypto. But you heard someone saying that crypto was a scam, so you should probably not invest in it. I'll let that one sit with you, but I know what I'm doing. That's the main thing. I know what I've been doing since 2017. I know what I'm doing for the future. I'm going hard on crypto. Okay, so the last part I want to cover off then is a bit of mindset. I'm just going to use this background here, CG Pro Members Discord, as a subtle plug whilst I chat about mindset, but also just because it's a nicer screen to look at than a news article. So the point I wanted to make at the start of this video, and I've kind of covered it off as we went through some of these articles, is the mindset that you need to have with crypto. Now, the prices at the moment, or the past few weeks, haven't been ideal, shall we say. They haven't been great. Now, what I mean by that is, I personally still think they are great, but I'm speaking for the kind of wider audience here. By saying they're not great at the moment, it just means that they're not going up. They're not green every day, whatever it may be, what we've kind of seen since January. But these are perfect times, and they're well needed as well, not just for the crypto market, but also for you as an individual. Let me just move this mic around. There we go. So yeah, so these aren't also just great for the market because it needs to calm down and kind of reset. These are essential times for you as an investor, for your mindset, because if you have been in crypto since 2021, for example, when it was high, you've bought it high, you watched it go all the way down throughout 2022, you're starting to see this spike up again, and you're starting to go, oh, hang on a minute, like this is good, I only need to wait a year, and we're back in a bull market. Absolutely incorrect, and it's not the way you should think. The reason I say that is bear markets are terrible, horrible places for a mindset if you don't have the experience, which a lot of people that will be watching this video won't have. I am here to tell you and give you a little bit of my experience from, I've now survived, shall we say, technically 2 bull markets and 2 bear markets. Technically, I got involved in crypto in 2017, hadn't put a lot of money in there whilst the bull market was still around. So I get in at a bull market, I was in kind of near the peak, so I know exactly how everyone in 2021 feels. But when I get invested, again, like I said, I hadn't invested as much money as I would like to have, just because it was so new to me. But what I did then learn was, for the next 3 years of the bear market is, holy smokes, shall we say, to be PG, holy smokes, this is where I want to be. This bear market, which again, I only just learned what that term meant at the time. This is the perfect time for me to be studying crypto, investing in crypto, spreading the word of crypto, and just been immersed in watching crypto on YouTube or on Twitter or whatever it may be, whilst the prices are low, and whilst I'm still experiencing and trying to figure out for myself what I want to do with this space and how it can help me, the bear market is essential. So fast forward a few years, I was investing throughout, like I said, throughout kind of 3-year period of a bear market, 2018, 2019 into 2020. Then we get to 2020 or mid 2020 when we seen the crash down to below $4,000 for Bitcoin. Again, it wasn't much of a shock to me as much as it was. Well, it was definitely a shock because it crashed from like 10k or something overnight, pretty much. So the initial factor of interesting, that was there. But at the same time, I was thinking, I'm 3 years plus deep in this almost. This is cool. This is amazing. I've just learned so much the past few years that I'm absolutely buzzing at the fact that it's dropped so much. To then again, members will know this, I bought multiple Bitcoin at $3,800 and above. I think my average buy at the time throughout 2020 was about $6,000, $7,000 for all of my Bitcoin that I'd bought. And that was just because I was experienced. I knew what I was doing. I knew that the bear market was pretty much over. I knew the halving was coming up. I knew what the future of crypto held. I had my mindset right because I was like, well, it's been down for this 3 years. How much worse can it get? Surely it goes up at some point. Everyone I was watching was starting to be a bit more bullish. All the news articles were being a bit more bullish. And it just made sense for me as an investor to just fire even more money and capital and whatever I could at crypto. And well, it paid off. Quite simply, we've all seen what happened in 2021. I was heavily invested, much like everyone on this channel, myself, Deck, and anyone else that you might have seen on here. We were heavily invested throughout or before the period of 2021 and rode the crazy wave that you all seen. Again, mindset, emotions, all went out the window for a few months because it was just that chaotic. But we still had the foundations and the experience built behind us that we know how crazy it gets. Well, we didn't know how crazy it got or was going to get, I suppose. We knew what to expect briefly, but we didn't expect it to go as mad as it did. And I always say expect the unexpected in crypto. If you think it's going to do a 10x, it will probably do a 100x. It's just the way it rolls. But yeah, the mindset is what I'm trying to put across here is the past few weeks have been red, stagnant, not ideal situation for your portfolio because it's not going up, but it's a well-needed break, shall we say, from you just, FOMO, I need to buy, and buying at little kind of green days or whatever it may be. Now, don't get me wrong, prices are still very, 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 very low in terms of where I think they're going to go and where I believe they're going to go just in the next 12 to 18 months. However, short-term mindset thinkers, which I'm not a huge fan of, not too huge on short-term mindset, but I do recognise there are some people out there. Short-term mindsets need that dopamine hit from crypto every single day or every week, whatever it may be, in order to stay invested and stay involved in the crypto space. Whereas myself, I'm a long-term investor, been here for 5 years. I know what it's like. I've served my time, and I'm now trying to spread that word and help you, the viewer, kind of just follow what I do and have the same mindset that I do. That the prices aren't great the past few weeks. My portfolio's dipped quite a bit from where it was literally 2 weeks ago, but it's fine because I still hold the same amount of tokens in my portfolio. Just because the dollar value has went down doesn't mean that I have lost value of my portfolio. I've lost dollar value, but I haven't lost token value, shall we say. There's a lot coming up. I've just covered a few positive news articles and a few big changes that are coming in crypto. SwissBorg as well, like I said earlier on in this video, have announced massive roadmap changes. It's very positive for them. And they're not the only ones. There is so much positive news coming, which reminds me of the kind of 2019, 2020 period before we've seen a crash, obviously, of the positive news returning. Doesn't always mean that prices just go up straight away, but it's a slow drip feed period of positive news a dip in price, that's fine. Positive news, positive news, positive news. And then it starts to build and build and build, and we start getting more traction online, and people start jumping back on board. And it's a total snowball effect for anyone that was invested before 2020 or experienced the 2020 to 2021 bull run. You'll know exactly what I mean. If you don't know and you are quite new to crypto, just look at CoinMarketCap, scroll to 2020, 2021, and just look at how the chart went up and then went back down in 2022. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple to do. On that point, if you are new to crypto, here comes the plug that I wanted to, of course, lead into to finish up the video. CG Pro members Discord. So if you do want to get what I just spoke about, there's a little snippet of what we chat about most of the time in terms of mindset and projects and stuff. If you do want to learn a lot more and you want to be engrossed and invested in this market, like I said, you should be, then, well, invest in yourself. And I know that's quite a kind of cringy saying sometimes, you should invest in yourself. But realistically, you should be involved with a crypto community of some sort. We have got one of the cheapest crypto communities online. I don't know why it's so cheap, to be honest. I think that needs to be reworked at some point very soon. But we are one of the cheapest monthly memberships for the amount of content that we put out on a daily basis and the amount of value that we provide our members. It's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. But anyway, the prices are what they are at the moment. But yeah, we help with the mindset. We've got a chat room where there's hundreds of people chatting every single day about crypto. We've got moderators that can help answer questions quickly or direct you to the right places within the Discord. There is years, and I mean literally years worth of content, hours worth of video content, you name it, we cover it. Again, I'll show this up on screen just as I'm chatting, but you also get a monthly newsletter, there's a trading channel, there's technical analysis, there's a CG Pro members podcast that we drop multiple times per week, short form podcasts, which are 10 to 15 minutes long, which is exactly what you need. You don't need an hour, 2 hour long podcast. You don't need your Joe Rogan podcasts. I don't care what anyone tells you. You do not need a 2 hour long crypto podcast to learn about crypto. Your brain doesn't work like that anymore, unfortunately. Everyone's got the TikTok mindset where you've only got a few minutes of the day, and people are busy. Like, people have jobs and they've got lunch times and whatever it may be. So these bite-sized content, CG Pro snapshots will help out. But yeah, don't take it from me. We've got hundreds of Google reviews, hundreds of reviews on our website. Go check it out. Again, I'll drop the link in the description below. Please consider joining. Please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you like this type of video content, which is a little bit longer than my normal video. But I just really wanted to kind of home in on the mindset because I feel it's so important, especially now that your mindset is set and that you're set and you know where to go if you need a little bit of help. So yeah, we're here to help. Follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter, follow everything that we do. It's in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.